Hello, this is Josiah, and I originally recorded this live as I was playing the game, but unfortunately, I had forgotten I had my microphone muted. So I'm just gonna start from scratch on this one again. You wanna know what's really gets on my is getting on my last fucking nerve when it comes to like forum users and Discord chatters? And I know I should just ignore them because no matter what you say or do, there's always some little Timmy over there who thinks that they are the best fucking player on the planet and that you should listen to everything they say. Regardless, I am sick and tired of players who want to imply that I'm either bad at the game, don't know what I'm doing, or just want to basically just say, you suck, period. Be it this game, Magic the Gathering Arena, or whatever have you card game, period. Or game period in the fucking period. Period. Just fucking period in general. I have been told so many times, do this! It'll work so much better! Well, I did that, and you wanna know what happened? It fucking fell flat on its fucking face, but when I fell back to my tried and true methods and strategies, boom, like clockwork, barely any friction whatsoever. Didn't go perfect, but it went much better than trying their shit. Like, I have tried so many people's suggestions to improve with either in Monster Wilds with either my longsword or some other weapon. Every time I've tried their suggestions, it's blown up in my face, and every time I've fallen back to my old strategies, which have always worked and do just as good as they could. But then you got jackasses online who will go, well, you're bad because you're not doing this, or you're bad because you're equipping this. It doesn't matter if your build is if your build is what makes it so you can play your very best. It doesn't matter if your build is meta or not. If they want to self-justify their stupidity, they will say it's bad. I've got people on forums, Discords, you name it, telling me, your armor set is horrible. I asked them, why is it horrible? Their explanation? Well, it's usually one of three responses. Either you're not mixing your gear, or that gear set is crap, or... oh god, what's the other one? Fuck off, I can remember the third one. The point I am making with this is, no matter what you're wearing, no matter what you're using, there's always somebody who says it's bad, it's horrible, and don't use this. And they use this as their self-justification to boost their own ego and say, I'm better than you because I'm using this or I'm using that. When the sad reality is, odds are your gear set / skills are 10 times better than theirs will ever be, and they're fucking jealous out the ass. Now, I'm not so egotistical enough to say I'm the very best there ever was, because I know I'm not. I know I still have room for improvement, but I don't need some Tom, Dick, or Harry over the fucking forums who starts telling me you suck because X reason. Not all suggestions are bad or garbage. I've gotten a few that are actually really helpful. But others, and some of them are just are flawed in my opinion. Like, there's just one person on the Steam forums who suggested that I practice harder a longsword to get my IE slashes perfected. I call this flawed because I'm already really good at performing them, but timing them to a monster's attacks is way easier said than done. And there's no amount of skill that can make up for the fact that if you perfectly time your IE slash, counter slash, and the monster simply goes, either be it bug or developer intended, goes, I ignore your IE slash and smack you and make you roll anyways. Which has happened multiple times. A friend of mine's explanation for this, the attack took too long to execute, or its animation was too long, and it outlasted your IE slash. And I'm just sitting here going, so, at no fault of my own, I get smacked. And yeah, that's the long and short of it. Barring out if an enemy were to just ignore my IE slash and roll me anyways, to perfectly time against every single monster an IE slash or a what's that? The type where you jump back and evade damage with the longsword. That one. If to perfectly time those against all attacks at random intervals requires a level of memorization, and not to mention being psychic as fuck, that nobody is gonna have. You might be able to specialize against a single monster. That single monster will never be able to touch you. But everybody else is gonna roll your ass every 2 seconds. Now, jumping back to the jackasses who say, I'm better than you, or you suck, and then they go, I got video proof to prove that you suck, and that this person's way better than you. By the way, it's not them doing it, it's some random Japanese person or another player. Like, if you're so much better than me at this, why am I not seeing a video of you doing it instead of X person with a video against a single monster that they probably practiced against for 2 years to get that good? You want to tell me I suck and that you're way better than me? Fucking show me proof, because here's my fucking proof, assholes. This is gameplay of me. Not some random jackass on another YouTube channel. This is me. Am I doing perfect? No! But I am doing fucking way better than you want to fucking imply. But I know how you tryhards and elitists are. Taking a single hit is tantamount to being bad at the game in your book. You have to be perfect dodging, never get hit, kill the monster in 5 seconds. Last part's an exaggeration, but honestly, I bet you they fucking think that in their head. For those of you who are randomly watching who have no idea who the fuck I'm talking to the people in the forums who I spoke to earlier today before I recorded this video. So if you don't want to listen to me talking to these people, step to the time code on your screen right now to avoid listening to them. This is my skill level. As I said earlier, am I perfect beyond compare? Fuck no! But did I get downed once this entire fucking fight? No. And you will see that as this footage plays on. And yeah, if half of you people who I'm linking this video to have watched this video, yes! This is me! This is Crystal/Josiah! I identify as female, take that as you will. But doesn't change the fact that this is my gameplay. Now, I'm sure half of you jackasses are going to look at this and go, well, here's my self-justification right here. They're getting hit all the time. They suck. Well, guess what? You take your self-justification and shove it up your fucking asses. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to meet your goddamn standards. The only reason I'm making this video is to vent my fucking frustrations with trying to deal with you fucking lot, explaining myself, explaining how I play, and you ignoring every single fucking post I mention that remotely states that I am actually decent at this game, if not good. and just pointing out all the fucking flaws. It's banging my head against the fucking wall, dealing with your fucking asses who are coincidentally like talking to walls. By the way, if you bother to watch this far in, which you probably haven't, you're probably skimming, you people, these are 9-star tempered fights. Uthana and Arkveld. And no, I'm not gonna record footage of me fighting an Arc-tempered, because I don't feel like giving you furthermore fuel to fucking mock me and say I'm bad at the game just because I can't beat a fucking Arc-tempered, which is fucking unfair and bullshit to begin with. As I've been saying over and over in that fucking thread. Are they beatable? Yes! But not solo. And in the unlikely event that someone managed to solo an art build without NPC hunters or without a pal or toe, then I tip my hat to you. But guess what? You and I both know that you severely edited that footage to make it look like you were Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. And in the unlikely event and off chance you didn't get hit during that run that you recorded, I guarantee you had at least 50 plus attempts beforehand where you got fucking carded 3 times in a row. Well, not in a row, but throughout the fucking fight. Am I reiterating what I said in my forum post? But yes, because you probably didn't even bother to read it because you're too busy feeding your own ego to reply and say I'm bad. Am I pissy? Yeah. Am I pissy because you guys are, well, in your minds, telling the truth? No. I'm pissed because I'm dealing with a bunch of walls who don't fucking listen to logic or reasoning. Now, for those of you who actually spoke reasonable on the forums and were kind, considerate, and provided decent advice to me, you know who you are. Thank you. I appreciate any advice and help you can give me to improve as a player. But yeah, I am tired of being told I am bad at games when I know I'm not. I'm not perfect, I'm not great, but I'm far from bad. And I hate that I have to say this shit over and over as if some type of self-justification, which it's not, because I know I'm not bad at the game. I know I'm good with longsword. But these people, I can repeat myself till I'm blue in the face, and it's like I'm speaking any language they don't understand. It's hard to put into words how frustrating it is dealing with these people, because no matter what you say, no matter how you tell them that Arc-tempereds are bullshit unfair, they will argue otherwise till they're blue in the face because admitting I'm right, I don't know, is it physically painful for them? Because no matter how skilled you are at this game, an Arc-tempered's gonna pull a stunt more than once that's gonna cart you. And there's nothing you can do about it. You could be the best player on the planet, and an Arc-tempered would still be able to cart you. These people make the claim that if you're just good enough, you'll never cart, or you'll never get hit. For starters, that's an unrealistic expectation, even against tempered monsters, or regular monsters, period, at times, because there'll always be a situation where you're caught off guard and get smacked. I don't care how skilled you are, events will occur where you're either not paying attention to something the monster's doing, or a lapse in judgment for a brief moment gets you whacked, hit with a status affliction, or something. It will happen. I don't care what you say or how skilled you are. Now, I've said my piece, but I'm going to let the remainder of the video play out and then have some closing words about my final thoughts on this whole situation regarding people wanting to claim I'm bad at the game or other people are bad at the game in general. So, watch the footage and try to enjoy it if you're just watching at random. If you're one of the people from the forums, watch this as proof I'm not nearly as bad as you think I am. later on in this footage, I actually have an issue where my controls start lagging out because my controller is acting wonky or my Bluetooth's acting up. I don't know what happened. All I know is I shut off my controller and turned it back on after a while, and it fixed the problem. With all that said, I'm actually going to end the video around here in regards to my recording it, my voice and shit, because the footage is incomplete. I shut off my recording before I completed the hunt, now that I watch it back, because the footage was horrid and unplayable. My controller really did start fucking up, in case anybody wants to try and say, you're just making excuses, you probably got tired of 4 times and heart failed. No, I didn't. My controller acted up, and it was just a whole fucking slog of problems. So you're going to start to see footage of me going after Art Bell, but I'm going to cut it off here. Basically, to sum everything up, I am tired of people saying that I am less skilled than I know I am. I know I'm good at this game. I know I'm not perfect. And I'm so tired of people telling me that I'm bad at it. After a while, you start to believe it, to some degree. I already have enough self-confidence issues in real life as it stands. I don't need forum users and Discord assholes shooting it down even more by saying I'm actually worse than I actually am. So if you've watched this far, be it the person on the forums, or just random viewer, passerby, via clips or whatever, or subscribe to me, thanks for coming this far into the video. I would have shown you more, but like I said, controller just started acting up and it was a shit show. I'll show a little bit of the Arc Build fight, but I'm going to cut it off before my controller starts acting up. With that said, this is Leshel here, me to this video, so thanks for watching, and if you somehow like this video, provide a like, dislike it if you're the forum users who think that I'm still bad. I don't give a fuck. This is Desaya, signing out.